If one of your friends had an, I know a guy moment and then called you, what would they be calling you for? I work on a farm and can access ungodly amounts of fresh fruit. Hey Zerby, can you confirm this obscure fact about English history? It's either that, or they're calling me for IT support. The history ones are more fun. I'm a lawyer, I get that call 5 times a day. I was a tech genius to my grandma before she passed. It's been a running joke at several of my jobs that if you need a random thing, I probably have it in my bag. I generally carry a bike messenger bag with all the functional things. Tools? Sewing kit? First aid? Snacks? Tape? Things to distract your kids? I got you. I am unusually good at selecting really thoughtful gifts with minimal information about the recipient. Edit, thanks for the awards. I do expect an update if anybody who messaged me used my ideas. You need complex surgery and insurance claims they won't cover it. I'm your gal. I've had an autoimmune condition since childhood. Last year, I had to have major reconstructive surgery for a complication so rare there are less than 200 documented cases of it worldwide. Normally, insurance doesn't cover the surgery, nor the preoperative and postoperative orthodontic treatment needed as part of the surgery. Total cost of the whole process typically runs into the 6 figures, and that's with insurance coverage. I fought tooth and nail and researched hundreds of pages of insurance documentation, got second and third opinions, etc. Managed to get insurance to cover everything: the braces, the surgery, week in the hospital, etc. Only thing I ended up having to pay was a $60 co-pay. Obligatory American healthcare sucks ass, but for anyone facing complex surgery where insurance coverage is iffy, I'm your gal. My brother called me the other day to settle a dispute with his wife. He wanted to know how fountains in ancient Rome worked. Apparently I'm the ancient Roman fountain guy. Edit for people asking. I'm not an expert on ancient Roman fountains. His wife suggested gravity, whereas he was thinking the fountains somehow recirculated water with a pump. I think this would be a very bad idea since people probably bathed and washed their clothes in fountain, and a constant supply of fresh water would be really important, and gravity is free and always works. Romans are famous for their aqueducts and plumbing. This is still how it works as far as I know. But once again, I am not an expert on this. This won't stop my brother from asking me things like this or other things like how dogs know they are supposed to like bones. Apparently I'm the dog psychology guy. Sadly probably for tax advice. I'm an accountant but I'm not a tax accountant. But I am pretty handy with Google and the IRS website so it still generally works out. Bird identification. Happens weirdly often. Update, several people here have messaged me photos of birds to ID. Y'all are too cute. I have a pickup truck and I'm happy to help people move stuff with it. I'm the I know other guys guy. My friend has a I know a guy story. My friend does MMA for fun, and they were about to move and they wanted to do a party. Their instructor/coach asks what type of food, and my friend responds, Japanese. The coach just says, I know a guy, I'll give him your number. The next day my friend gets a call and they pick up. What does the other person say? Hello, I hear you were looking for vanilla rice, I'm at your service. He is a hibachi cook who goes to your house and makes the food there. His name he used was Vanilla Rice. He is white. I work on garage doors. Seems like a mundane job but your garage door is something you never think about until catastrophic failure. Edit, it's worth mentioning, * do not work on garage doors if you don't know what you're doing. Those springs above the door are under hundreds or thousands of pounds of tension depending on the size of the door. And the door itself can weigh the same amount *. I have the tools. Dump trailer, ladders, scaffolding, liftgate truck, all kinds of hand tools and power tools. I have the skills. I know how to do all kinds of house repairs. I know how to move heavy things. I know how to quote the value of many types of vintage items. I likely have a place open where you can store something or you can live for a short time. You get $10,000 if you make a girl reject you on a date in under a minute. What do? Ask her if she has a younger sister. Take mother along and do the introductions. Tell her we might as well get right down to fucking and we can go to my place as long as she is quiet because my mom is sleeping on the couch and the motel doesn't allow visitors after 8 o'clock. So I've got this really great job offer for you where you get to be your own boss and make your own hours. So this is my Reddit account. Offer her $500 if she agrees to reject me within 30 seconds. Tell her I want to have a three-way with her and her best friend. Best case 10k, also best case three-way. All I have to do is show up. Say God, you look so much like my dad. That's hot. Say you look moist today. Show up with my wife. Bring a picture of an clearly underage anime girl and say she's my waifu. Wanna go out with a real alpha? I'm not racist, but then spout every bit of profanity known to man. A guy did this, and I walked out in under 30 seconds. I be brutally honest. Every kink, every insecurity, every annoyance. I tell her I'm terminally horny, I'm a sub, I'd almost rather be her pet. For 60 seconds I dump every weird quirk I've got, every hopeful fantasy, every detail of my headspace. All of it. Even the weird tags. If that doesn't work, if she's still ready to go for it after all that, fuck the 10k, we're going to have a nice dinner, then I'm going to go back to her place and let her peg me like she's trying to knock me up. Edit, and putting a ring on it. What are some really dumb hobbies, mainly practiced by wealthy individuals? I feel like this question was asked just to get the Titanic sub as a response. Canned hunts. We can argue the ethics of hunting all day long. On the one hand, you have the cruel barbarism of fox hunting. On the other hand, you had paid permit hunting for big, exotic game, where the permit only allows for specifically designated culls and profit goes directly to conservation. But canned hunting? Fuck. At least fox hunting and permit hunting require some measure of skill and afford some opportunity for the animal to escape. Canned hunts are often marketed as exotic game ranches, places people go to get a guaranteed kill of a particular species. You know how you get that guaranteed kill? Because the game are fenced in and are often reliant on human care, so they have limited fear of humans compared to their wild roaming counterparts. There's nothing sporting about it. Imagine going to a dairy farm and bragging about how you bagged a big cow. That's what canned hunting sounds like to others. Deleted. I just watched on Netflix rich Arabs cloning camels by the dozen because that first camel was really pretty. Buying an expensive car and then keeping it in your garage without ever actually driving it. Even though I enjoy the taste, collecting ultra-expensive wine and not ever drinking it. Technically it can be an investment, but if they never sell it then it's not really an investment IMHO. Shooting a giraffe, like brew it's just standing there next to the road. Collecting the same Rolex in different variations. And never wearing any because it's in a safe. Recording yourself giving shit to the poor. Fox hunting. Climbing Everest. 12-meter yacht racing. Like standing fully clothed in a cold shower and tearing up $100 bills. By the million. Child sex trafficking, let's not forget Jeffrey Epstein. Challenging other wealthy individuals to cage match MMA fights. Paying to go see the Titanic.